My name is Raquel. I'm Spanish. I'm 36 years old. I'm married. I work in international cooperation. I've been living in different countries in South America and in Africa. I work for an international NGO called Medicus Mundi. We support Mauritanian public health services. Wow, I'm passionate about traveling, as you can see, about having new challenges in my life, about doing something different each time. I love yoga, do yoga after many years. I like also alternative therapies, and I love writing. I have a blog, I have an owl blog, and I would like to have a year in my life to stop everything and just writing. I start with amability. It's just a word, but everyone here is so nice. Nouakchott seems to be a chaos. This is the second sentence. I see seems and I see chaos, but it's just the two things. And the third one is desert, but I mean, when I say desert, it's unknown. It's an unknown country, unknown city. Nouakchott is a city in the middle of Africa and in the middle of the Sahara Desert. Yes, I have experienced culture shock many times, but the culture shock I experienced when I arrived here was the shock between living in South America and living in Africa. The way of doing things in South America and doing things here. I tried to find similarities, because there are similarities, there are a lot. And I think people will have more similarities than differences. But the African way of life I had to adapt, coming from South America, it was a very strong shock comparing to only living in Spain. The cultural shock I lived was a shock of readapt things after living in South America, because there are similarities with South America, but there are also similarities from Spain. So I had to know which similarities come from South America and others from Spain, and try to face this double shock.
Interesting.
I like best to have time for me when I go out to work, and to have time for my friends, and to have time to know myself. What I don't like at all is to have always the feeling that all that you start in Nouakchott, it's difficult to be sustainable because of the conditions of living here, the conditions of many people live here, the weather conditions on the place. Sometimes it feels like everything you start, it can be difficult to be sustainable.
Which is disappointing.
Well, which is disappointing. When do I miss home? I miss home when I feel lonely in the desert, even if I'm not that far from home. When I have a bad day, and I feel I'm far.
Watch the entire interview on What's It Like TV.
Our interviewee shares personal experience about all aspects of living abroad.
For example, what's it like to integrate and make friends?
What's it like at work and in business?
What's it like to live in the city?
What's it like to bring a partner and kids?
We have prepared for you hundreds of candid real-life accounts of expatriates who are actually there.
It is almost as if you call them directly.
So see you on What's It Like TV and get all your answers before you move.